Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a bonus new moon for the month of January Tarot Oracle reading. And Taurus, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not in Taurus, we still all have a little bit of Taurus in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Taurus in, that's where this energy shows up for you. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. Keep in mind, this is a general or collective reading, so parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and leave the rest. This is also a timely reading, which means whenever you come across it, it's the perfect time for you. If it was some time since I posted it, what was going on in your life back then? That might bring more clarity to you. So I am going to check the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck. And we have Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands talks about immature competition. I mean, as we mature, we begin to realize, even if we're on a team and we're playing against another team, we're really not in competition with the other players as much as we are in competition with ourselves to do our best job at what we are doing. And sometimes the pressure can be really great, and just having that mindset that you don't crumble under the pressure. This is my Mean Girls card, and these are adolescents. It's one of the only cards with adolescents here. And, this is just talking about like narcissistic cheerleaders. They'll do anything to win. They could see the other team was better than them, but they don't care. They have to win. And if they don't succeed, then their mothers will make sure that they do. And that's the energy. So this is the underlying energy. There's a lot of competition regarding something you're doing or around you, and for some reason. Let's see what else is up here. The underlying energy for the what ifs. Oh, okay. So the underlying energy for the what ifs. The what ifs are when you're laying in bed and you're thinking, if I do this, what if that happens? If I do that, what if this happens? And really worrying about it. And you may have noticed that never really gets you very far to worry about anything. It just makes matters worse, actually, because now you don't have any sleep. And so this energy is talking about some form of communication coming in regarding this competition. And this could be like the Page of Wands. The pages would work for the court, for the king and the queen. Yeah, from about the age of 7 to 14, they'd begin. And then they would work in the, delivering messages, doing small tasks inside the palace. And if they were good at what they were doing and they could afford a horse by the time they were 21, they could be put up for knighthood. And then they would be traveling far and wide to deliver messages. So this is some form of communication coming in. And the element that it's representing is the element of fire. And this is about passion and having like a desire for something. And this energy, this Page of Wands is really admiring his wand. And he has a feather in his cap. He's very confident and enthusiastic. Like he really wants to follow his passions. This is talking about someone who enjoys adventure, that kind of energy. The wand represents ancestors because it's from a tree. It's made of wood. And the tree has the deep roots that represent the ancestors, and also the offshoots representing the offspring. So the offspring, because this is, as I said, it's the only card that really features adolescent age people. So it may be about someone's offspring. This energy, this communication could be coming in regarding an offspring, one of your offspring, or something to do with that. Something that happened with this, with these adolescents. And this could be, in the old days it would be on foot and handed in person, but these days it could be papers, it could be a letter coming in the mail, some form of communication, a memo, let's see, an email, text message, that kind of energy. It could even be a social media post or something that you see on the news. And then we have, we've got the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords represents someone who's in a mental prison. You can see it's like they're duty bound here, and they have to do something. They feel that their duty requires them to do something, but they don't really want to have to do it. They don't want to see it, and they don't know how to get out of this position. That's the kind of energy that's coming up. We've got, you can see, it looks like this might have been a much deeper puddle, and it's starting to dry out now. The water in tarot represents emotions. So this is talking about, like, the right foot is forward and it's on dry land now. So that's representing that this individual is ready to take a step forward. This may be you regarding something to do with some adolescence and some form of competition. So, a lot of times, a lot of adolescents are involved in sports, and sometimes they're vying for scholarships. So this could be some sort of information coming in that, maybe there was some tryouts for a team, and the information's coming in that your child made it or something like that. It could be, a scholarship, headhunters looking for talent in the arts, in that kind of competition, scholarships for going to colleges, etc. It could be some sort of information about that. But it's emotional. The left foot is still in the puddle, but it's shallow emotions. So it's saying, like, this is something you can walk out of. It's almost like it's your duty to do what you have to do, but you don't want to have to do it. That's the energy I'm picking up. Sometimes this card can actually talk about not just a mental prison, but actual prison, like, the law being involved. So hopefully it's not about regarding adolescence or one of your children or something being caught up in the law or something like that. We have temperance here. So temperance is actually, this is what a lot of people would refer to as someone who's an earth angel. A lot of people think this card is about that, and it could be. Temperance is about someone that's on a divine path. And you can see they're using alchemy to pour into themselves and to keep themselves on this path. And the interesting thing is that this represents the universal waters, and this person has their right foot in the water and their left foot on land, which is opposite to this. This one has their right foot on land and their left foot in the water. For some reason, I feel that's significant. This is actually Sagittarius energy, and it is talking about having the patience to find out some information to put you on your path, and so, or to stay on your path. And Sagittarius is not known for being very patient. As a matter of fact, they're known to be rather impatient and always wanting adventure and to be taking action and moving forward. So this energy could be about, because we have the wands here also, this is also fire energy, and this is fire energy, but this is fire energy that's being asked to be patient, that kind of energy. And then we have, someone has gone up to the mountain, climbed the mountain, and we're in Capricorn energy right now. So this could be, Capricorn energy is represented by the sea goat. And the sea goat is, the front end is that of a mountain goat, and the hind end is like a dolphin. And so imagine climbing up a mountain with a dolphin tail on the end. So it's that kind of energy, a lot of determination. So someone's decided they're climbing that mountain, and they're going to get enlightenment from God. And when they get that enlightenment, their lantern will shine bright, and they can come down from the mountain, and their rod now is reflecting this light. So the rod is representing their ability to be able to, like this wand here, move forward in a strong way on their divine path, because they have now received confirmation from God of which steps to take to maybe be able to move out of this situation. And then we have the King of Wands. So where are you, Taurus? You're a pentacle, and we've got all this action happening around you. It's all fire, 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 except for going up to, maybe you have decided, I got to get away from all these action figures. That kind of energy. Sometimes the blindfold means, like, I just don't want to be around. I'm getting, you don't want to have anything to do with the actions here, but for some reason you're duty bound to be involved in it somehow. And so this is the King of Wands coming through, and the King of Wands is sitting on his throne, and of course he is also, this is representing the element he represents, which is passion, and he is sitting on his throne, and you can see he's ready to move at a moment's notice. The King of Wands is considered to be a true visionary, someone that can really think outside the box and has the ability to bring kind of different ideas into the being and bring them down to earth kind of energy. He can be very fiery. This is like the energy of, you know, the fire signs. And he's very charismatic, considered the most sexy of all the kings. He's the kind of guy you wouldn't kick out of bed for eating crackers. So he's like, he has the foresight to be able to see what's going to happen in the future. He uses his intuition as well as his mental capacities to move forward in innovative ways. That's the energy. Someone that is a real forward thinker, that you could go to with, you know, ideas that are out of the box kind of energy, and they would be able to maybe empower you to implement them. So it could have, I'm still looking, where are you, Taurus? Like, where's the Pentacles? This is your reading and I don't see you in it as of yet. We have a cup of love being offered. Okay, so maybe this is the energy coming in, but we have the Page of Cups coming in. And the Page of Cups is talking about another communication. So we have communication about these adolescents, and we have communication that has reached you, or it's someone else. Like, this may not be you. This might be you, Taurus. But and you're patiently, you've been you're on your divine path, and you know you're duty bound to do something about what the information that came in about these ones. And you've gone into isolation to really figure out, okay, what am I going to do about this kind of energy? And then we have the Page of Cups coming in with another message now. And the Page of Cups is very focused on this cup. And the cups represent romantic love as well as, you know, other forms of love, like for your family, for your children, for your parents, that kind of energy, as well as for your community. And also, you know, a love of doing something or a love of being something, that kind of energy. So some form of communication has come in. Now, this Page of Cups, he's got the sea behind him, and he understands there's plenty of fish in the sea, but he's very focused on this particular fish in this particular cup. So he's studying it, and that may represent that there's been some information coming in. There could be a problem regarding these adolescents, and now the information, it was investigated because someone was very focused on it. These could be children that you love, like these could be related to you in some way. They could be your own children. They could be children in your community kind of energy. I'm getting like adolescent, like around 14 years of age, kind of like around the age that the pages would come in. So that's why I feel like this information, for whatever reason, is about some actions that these adolescents took. And then we have this energy of the Chariot coming in. So this is talking about this person is on their path, and it's designated by God, like it's designated by the universe to get on this path. And quite often this means that karma is being cleared. Karma is another, is representative of the energy of justice, right, on planet Earth. And the thing about this is we have the two sphinxes here. Do you notice there's no rains? There's no need for rains because this person is on their path. They know they're duty bound and they have to do this. This can sometimes, because this is can not just mental prison, but it can be actual prison. And this is can sometimes mean like black and whites, like the energy of law and order, law enforcement, police, that kind of energy coming through. So there could be some communication coming in from the legal system regarding these teenagers. And perhaps you're in a position where you're an authority figure or something, and you have to do something about it. And maybe you're related, or they're a friend's kid, or something like that. Or God forbid that something happened to these young, and you have to tell the parents or something. I I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Yeah, that's not that. Let's see some more here. I got a little bit triggered because we had a situation like that at one time in our family. And when you receive a phone call that one of your loved ones has been in an accident, it's challenging. So there's identity. This is how you are seeing yourself right now as this. Okay, so this is clarifying. This is how you feel right now. You're duty bound, and you have to do your duty, but you don't really want to have to do your duty. Then this is talking about your abundance, and you know that you're have been designated to do this. This is what you came on earth to do. This is your purpose. This is what you get paid to do also, I'm getting. And this is communication from early life. So I feel like you have on some level like a strong communication with God. And that's why so I don't know, this feels like it's something that's not just like a small thing. It's something that has to be dealt with. Now, the king, I just want to say, and all the figures in the tarot are archetypes. So they're representing an energy or a character. And so the kings can sometimes be women that are in their masculine energy, as well as men in their masculine energy. And so this is about your emotional foundation, being raised in a family where, optimistic and forward thinking and really, good energy, really looking forward to, seeing everybody grow and evolve and, that kind of energy. This is about creativity, romance, and children. So there could be some element to a love interest here, as well as this sometimes can be about children. And that's why I'm just, with these adolescents, it's kind of, it's the only card in the deck that features adolescence. It's just bugging me. And then we have the daily routines and habits and the health of yourself. This is your internal forces. So let's see what this is about some more. We're going to have to clarify this for sure. It's kind of whatever this is, we'll figure out what's going on here. We're going to get the underlying communication from the bottom of the deck. So this is the wounded warrior energy. And so the wounded warrior is someone that's been through it. Like they've really been through it, and they have, the wands represent energies that actions and inactions of other people. And so the wounded warrior is standing on their feet, and they have survived, and there is 8 wands behind them. And so quite often this represents the energy of someone who has managed to be able to stand on their feet and get what they started done, but it's been a real battle. And quite often this is talking about this temperance energy of being on your path and knowing that this is the destiny, that you were supposed to get this done, and this is what, this is your job, this is what you do in life. And so let's see. Now, I feel like it has to do with this kind of energy here, but this is external forces. So this could be regarding how you feel about the situation, about a situation that's outside of you, but you have to deal with kind of energy. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in. So now this is another communication about health, wealth, happiness, and of course part of it's abundance in the 3D world. And so this energy is talking about the pentacle, and the pentacle is, of course, part of that health, wealth, happiness on planet Earth is money. And so this is like this Knight of Pentacles, this horse energy. This is the first horse energy we have coming in regarding this energy. So the horse energy, we're moving from the year of the snake, which the snake sheds its skin, and then you're supposed to let that go. And then when the horse energy comes around this year, it's on February 17th in the Chinese New Year. And the fiery horse energy is very different, of course, from the snake energy. So this is talking about moving forward in new, innovative ways. It's about, forward movement. The thing is, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of all the knights. There's 4 of them. And their horse is actually the only one that's at a standstill. And they're still trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to go about doing this? Which direction exactly should I take? And not really wanting to take it again. I feel like there's a hesitancy. As I said, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of them all in the deck. But when their energy does come through, it's something that is very, you can count on. That they have done the work, they've done the inner work, they've done the outer work, they've investigated it, they know what needs to be done now. And it's a solid offer. It's solid information coming through here. And it's taken a bit of time for this to come about, that kind of energy. Excuse me. And so, okay, now we have some love coming in here. This is talking about the energy of someone that is, there's 9 cups here. And this is saying this person is highly favored to really do well. So this could be one of these children, or all of them, that they've, having the love and and I feel like in some level on a public way, that there's, they love what they do, and they love their parents, and they love going to school, and they have scholarships, and they're being honored for what they do, and, they're really on a good, strong path. This is saying that a wish is coming true kind of energy, and something that this external force has always wished for has happened. So like that's that energy of headhunters looking for someone for a team, a scholarship for being really good at sports, or that kind of energy. Now this is saying, it's hard to say, is this the past? Is this the present? Is this the future? These cups could be above this person's head, or maybe they're behind them. We can't tell. The energy is also incongruent. It's kind of like the bottom of half of the body. The feet are pointed out, and that's in body language. That means that they're leaking energy. Their energy is weakened by the thought of having to take this forward movement. And their upper body energy is closed. They're not covering their heart, but you see that energy, they're protecting their upper body kind of energy. So it's talking about, this could be a wish come true, but you have to stay focused, because this energy is talking about if you get off focus and you get on the wrong path, that then you could lose these cups. Like you could, this is a wish coming true. You're highly favored to receive it. Having said that, keep your focus, keep going. Don't be distracted by outside influences. And then we have walking away from those cups. All right, so we have the energy here is, okay, someone who is walking away from something they've worked very hard at. And, they've put 8 cups of energy into it, something they love to do or love to be. There still isn't a solid, love, like romantic love so much here. I feel like someone is being forced to walk away from what they love to do or what they love to be, like this wish. They feel like they can't accomplish it. But they might just realize, okay, there's like 8 cups here and I've put all this work into it, but maybe they didn't get the scholarship or something. Maybe they didn't make the team, that kind of energy. And it's kind of like, now what, This is what they had always wished for. And we have the new moon and the full moon in the background there. This can also represent someone having a sports injury or something like that, that they're forced to stop. Like, they're headed for the Olympics, but they have such a bad injury that they can't train. And, if you can't train, then you can't really compete at that level. And it's unfortunately, it happens. I mean, because to get to that level in sports, you have to be very dedicated, and generally they're doing it like a full-time job, and it's hard on the body. So I feel like it could be some sort of energy like that, or they got distracted. And so this is talking like we did have a full moon. This is the new moon energy finally coming through. We have the year of the horse energy, and we have the now like the new year moving into, like, this is talking, like, if you see, this is 9, and this energy is talking about, 2025 energy, 2025 and 2025 energy. This is kind of the energy that of having this wish sitting there and being highly favored, but now someone is having to walk away from it. And the new moon is on January 18, and it's a Capricorn full moon. So it's like, really, that's about pentacles. Like, that's the most mature form of pentacles that there is. So that's like, maybe for, I hope this isn't what this is about, but maybe someone is being forced to not, to have to giving up that dream that they've always loved of being at the top of their field in a sport, or in, the arts or something like that. It could be a scholarship, to go to university. I don't know. It's something like that. There's regret. See, okay, so we have some form of regret, and I feel like it's these 3 cups. Now, quite often this talks about regret in a love relationship. And I'm thinking, oh, well, the page is too young to be in this energy, but not really, not really. The page could be like, like 20, 21 kind of energy, and perhaps something happened in a relationship, because this is talking about the 5 of Cups is there's 3 cups spilt and there's 2 cups standing. And here we have the 3 cups on top. There's 2 and then 1. Sometimes this represents, especially with this energy coming here after to sort of clarify it, this is talking about spilt milk, or, spilt wine, two, and then there's an energy here that's unknown. What was in this cup, we don't know. But this person is very focused on these 3 cups, like this relationship. It can talk about being in a relationship where you gave someone 3 chances, and they, 3 strikes, you're out kind of energy. That's possible. Or it can be someone was in a romantic relationship, and there was 3 people instead of 2 people. And now at this point, the best thing that this person can do is recognize this is spilt. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not going to be able to recover this wine and this whatever fluid this is out of those cups. You're going to have to just, recognize there's still 2 cups standing here. And so appreciate these ones, have gratitude for them, go down the path, cross the bridge over troubled water, and, head home. Now, this castle in the background is half standing and half dilapidated. So this is representing, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? Are you going to stand there and stare at those cups for the rest of your life, or are you going to turn around and see what's still standing and move forward with that? So that might be indicated here, that you're moving forward, and you're going to take these 2 cups that are left standing, and you're going to do it in a different way somehow. That's the energy. Now, this is external forces that could have caused this for you, or this could be someone that is, someone here. I feel like it could be both, right? So someone's been left out of the cold. Yeah, so the pentacles, the health, wealth, happiness, everything that they wanted, like that's almost like these 5 cups down here. And so it could be just getting in with the wrong crowd kind of energy. It could be that kind of energy. It could be, they're now not favored like they were. Now they're out in the cold. Society is seeing them differently now. That kind of energy. This represents tactics. Some tactics have been used on these people. There's someone has been, is got a bell around their neck. So that's indicating that they've been forced to wear a bell, saying that they have the plague, and so that people can hear them coming. That's what they used to do in the old days. when, you know, someone had the plague or they were considered undesirable so that everybody could hear them coming. And then they also had, like, this one's barefoot. So it's kind of like these two could go into the church. Like when it's the 5, it means there's some form of change coming. But this is representing people that are being left out in the cold now. And I feel like here again, we have someone that's on crutches, and I'm just wondering if they had an injury, like if it was a younger person and they had an injury and they were told, like, you won't be able to do this sport anymore. And that happens, unfortunately, that they could have ended up, you know, being really depressed about it or whatever, and just, you know, kind of lost their focus for a while there. Ended up with the wrong crowd or something. I'm getting that kind of energy coming in. And then let's see some more. Okay, so there's a lot of gossip about these 3 cups. Shift. So what should have been a celebration is something that people are gossiping about now. I feel like whatever happened with these 3 cups, this is, you know, it looks like they're celebrating, but I don't consider this card to be a card of celebration. It's more like it should be a card of celebration more, because these 3 are toasting each other, but no one's looking at each other. So they're not toasting each other. They're not toasting like, oh, good for you. It's something that's happened. They're toasting, yay, that happened. And quite often, you know, these cups represent love, and generally cups represent romantic love, and we still don't know that it's not romantic love. Just because someone's an adolescent doesn't mean that they don't feel like romantic love in a very deep way. And so, yeah, you know, like, and I'm just picking up like this horse energy, this fiery horse energy, someone doing something that was totally out of their element, like their normal behavior. Something very impulsive. And that's the danger of that fire horse energy. Like if you ever have seen a horse get spooked and it grabs the bit in its mouth and it runs, if you've ever been on a horse that's done that, it's scary because they're very big and they're very fast. And the thing is, if they can run so far, so fast, and you're just hanging on for dear life when that happens, you don't have any choice just but to hang on. You're not going to stop that horse until it gets tired and it stops, or it bucks you off. And like, there's a lot of potential, you know, to be injured. And so this energy is talking about that. And the thing is, in a lot of cultures, and particularly in Europe, if you toast someone and you don't look them in the eye, it causes, there's a superstition that it causes 7 years bad luck. So it's exactly the opposite what you want in your romantic life kind of energy. So this is, to me, more like toasting something that's happened here. Yeah, that it just feels like, but I feel like this isn't you, Taurus, because there's still, like, this is like more like, this is the only pentacle here other than this energy here. And, you know, you're Taurus, you're all about pentacle energy. You're from the earth. You're not really represented here, but I feel you are in a position where you're going to have to make some decisions or something. So let's clarify this, because this energy is like kind of, I don't know, it is what it is. It doesn't feel like it's much fun. Let me put it to you that way. But if you are enjoying the reading, or you're at least benefiting from it, please do like and comment. And I would really appreciate it. It helps me build my channel. We're going to clarify this with my oracle, Tales from the Vector, Tails. Oh, there we have. This is the card that wants to come out. There's 2 here that wanted to come out. So I started this oracle back in 2007. I completed 64 paintings in 2020. I'm an artist. Took me a while because there are big dragons flying through the sky, and they're coming in from the future, from the Intergalactic Federation of Light, and they're like big paintings, dragons. So it took me a while. I finished them in 2020, and now I'm bringing this out. I've had the cards out and about over the years at seminars and at psychic fairs, etc. But now I am getting ready, like now that they're all done, I can actually bring the full deck out. And I'm working on the information that goes with it. So I'm playing with these cards. I have a website, talesfromthevector.com. That's TAILS. And I have a gallery with the paintings there. So the numbers on these cards represent the paintings in the order that they're on there. If you want to check them out, you can. Now, the card that came out for the underlying energy here overall is dissension. So with friends like this, who needs enemies? Swimming with sharks. Yeah, it's just some sort of energy where I feel like this is involving someone's adolescent children, or involving someone's adolescent children in some form of dissension. Now, dissension is when you divide and conquer, like the information is scrambled, and having like not true information, and then using that in ways that cause problems for other people. And this is about swimming with sharks, and we're not talking about sharks with, in the water sharks. Like, not too many people worry every day, oh my goodness, I'm going to get eaten by a shark, when you don't even live anywhere near the ocean kind of energy. We're talking human sharks, that kind of energy. And the other card that wanted to come out is that this adolescent energy is a star, someone who was innocent, like, in their innocence kind of energy. I don't know if they're innocent now, but they were in their innocence, like they were meant for great things. They were highly favored to be, and for some reason it looks like they have to walk away from it. For now, anyway. So, if it is an injury of some kind, there's a possibility possibly that they could make the team next year or something, that kind of energy. So, let's look at that from that angle. Like, there's still, a benefit here. And then we're going to check out the rest of this here. I just feel for these kids, like, if that's the energy, It's really challenging if you've ever had a child that's involved in like sports, and they really take it seriously, and they're working at it 25, 35 hours a week, giving up, all the fun that their friends are having and everything to be focused on that, or someone that's studying really hard because they really want to get into be a surgeon, or they want to be, a dentist or whatever. It requires so much self-discipline to do that, and then to have it taken away from an injury or something is really, really hard for them. And I feel for them if that's the energy. And so I could see if Taurus is in this energy, I could see how if you're duty bound to have to let them know this, or you say you're a doctor or something, and you have to tell them, like, you know what, you've injured your knees to the point you just can't compete at that level anymore, because it's going to end up, ruining your body. Like, you're just, it's too dangerous for you to do it or something now. Like, that would be really hard. Like, it makes me sad. So I could see how you would feel that energy. But at the same time, this is talking about being in the karmic space of pride. And it's something that I feel like some people are just, if this is your destined path, is to be someone that is put on the earth to really benefit other people, maybe you have a way about yourself that you can really empower people in these situations, So being able to take pride in what you do, and, also not letting pride stand in the way, like, of letting these, like, if you have to let someone know that, you have to let them know that. Like, you can't sugarcoat it really, because it's for them, it's very serious. They have to understand that, it would be very dangerous for their body if they were, to train right now. And they've been, looking forward to this. Yeah, it's just it's an icky, duty-bound position to be in. I get it. And then this is, being patient and waiting, that kind of energy. It's talking about the karmic space of jealousy. So, I'd rather be better than bitter. And so you know, it's kind of like competition can be really tight for those scholarships and everything. So just that kind of energy of being in that kind of competition. And we have Scorpio energy coming in. So this is about being able to unite people. You know, that's what Scorpio energy does best. Is Scorpio energy allows people to rise up to an occasion and be strong for others when they need it. Uniting people in moving forward in a strong way. And then we have this energy of indifference. So some people just, they'll say, oh, we're all in it together. But when there's an energy, like when something, they're like that with you when things are really good. But when things go sideways, all of a sudden, hey, they're nowhere to be found kind of energy. And a lot of people find that out the hard way, that some people can be, how indifferent people can be to the pain that you're going through, or you know, how much it requires of you to be in this position, that because they're fair weather friends kind of energy, that kind of energy. And they're okay, and how tempting it is to abuse power. Oh, this is a shifty, this is a challenge. I can see, Taurus, why you would be challenged by this. This is that kind of energy. So when the signs come up, in the zodiac signs come up in a general reading like this, I'm not, my intention isn't to single out, oh, that person must be a Scorpio and that, you know, like, not like that. My intention for these readings, because they're general, and it's kind of an energy more like what is the state of being of this sign, like when they're at their best, what do they bring to earth? And that's about being able to really unite people, right? And so like, let's just you know, like looking at it from that point of view, in your individual, like as you're watching this, you may find, oh, like that does represent someone you know. That could very well be. I just want you to know that that's not my intention as I'm doing this reading here. And then we have, oh, look at all the karma coming out here. Holy smokes. We've got the need to be right. So do you have to be right to be happy? Making mountains out of molehills. Someone that moved forward in a real, like, you know, broke every, like there's so much karma here. It's ridiculous. Like it's, if you use children to do dirty work for you or something like that, like, boy, God does not, that is the worst, like corrupting children kind of energy, like getting them, you know, teaching, children are born so innocent. And like, even like with toddlers, like that represents the Taurus energy. And toddlers are represented by the bull, because toddlers are kind of like bulls in the china shop, you know, they want to touch everything. And why? And then they'll throw a temper tantrum, but they're so lovable. And they're not being bad. They're just frustrated because they haven't learned the art of give and take yet. Like they're still sweet, you know, and that's the kind of energy, is like, if you corrupt that, if you teach people, you know, the small children, if you teach them to hate others, or you teach them like those kinds of things, it's the worst of the worst, really. And then we have, okay, so for you though, and this is coming up, this is the external forces. In the year 26, this situation is changing. There's going to be some sort of harmony. This could be that you've had to speak up, and that's what you're doing. And the way that you do it, I'm getting, is going to be very beneficial to the situation. I'm getting that you're very good at what you do. If you're in a position of authority or whatever, you've gone up to the mountain and you've decided, okay, this is how I'm going to handle it, and I'm going to do my best here to bring some justice to the situation, and also to quiet the energy. And we have Virgo energy coming here, so young adults contributing. Yeah, so this is talking about that moving into adulthood. Like, there's the Leo is the leader, and quite often this can represent more like Leo energy here. And then now the young adults being able to communicate at a higher level and also communicate with adolescence at a higher level. So it's not always like anal criticism, but more like analytical critique. Like, and this energy where this is sitting is in commitment, marriage, and partnerships. So there could be some arguing going on in the community because of it. There's a lot here. It's an upsetting situation, and I do hope it's not to do with a whole bunch of adolescents that have, been affected by this. There's a father figure coming in here. There's some sort of transformation here, like some major transformation in the energy, secrets coming out, and it's about shared resources. And so this wish coming true energy has been affected by external forces beyond anyone's control, really. Or beyond yours, for sure. I feel like it was beyond, it was in other people's control, but it was beyond yours. There's been some sort of deception in someone's love life here. That's the kind of energy it's coming in again. Kiss me good. There's been a hex in the city kind of energy. So this is talking about, infidelity, I feel like. Whenever these three, this energy comes in, this is talking about having to walk away from a relationship of some sort. So there's a lot of scenarios coming up, but this is a general reading. Take the energy and it's saying that once this is cleared up, you can anticipate moving forward because this energy needs to be cleared up. It's actually, it's challenging, but it's not that hard to fix. Like once you know what you need to do, and this energy is talking, then it might allow these adolescents and everybody to move forward in a strong way because now they can, because this has been dealt with, now this energy can move forward and anticipate their future. I'm very happy to see that card. It almost makes me want to cry. I'm so happy. Like such a relief. Oh, okay. This can be solved. And Taurus, whoever you are, you've done a good job. That's the energy. Good for you. Yeah, and it's something about, what I don't know won't hurt me kind of energy. So on some level, you may have been watching this happen, but didn't really, there's no way that could happen. There's no way that this is, it's just my imagination or something. And sometimes, our mind will play tricks on us like that, saying, there's no way that this is happening. It must be my imagination. But then you find out, no, it was happening and your intuition was correct. But I do feel that Taurus, like I'm just saying, whoever you are or what this energy is, and it could be a group of energy clearing this energy up. I really say, thank you for the benefit of all the children on the planet. Like basically, that, allowing these children to be able to move forward in a much stronger way. I really feel like this is like, it's not a pretty story, but it's also like real life. And I feel that whoever this Taurus energy is, or this group of Taurus energy represents, you're doing really good work and it's divinely guided. So congratulations on that. It's kind of a weird reading, but do like and comment if you've received benefit from it. I feel like totally relieved at the end of this. I'm like, oh, I just felt like so sad for these adolescents, but now I feel like their path is more solid again, that kind of energy. So I will have another reading for you, Taurus, and this one is for the new moon, and the next one will be for the end of the month. Bye for now, Taurus.